So we thought it'd be kind of fun if we had a little contest, okay?
Okay.
Called 5 questions.
5 questions?
Yeah, we're going to ask you a question, and if you can get the answer, we're going to lay down a prize here. You'll leave the prize here until you see how many questions you get right.
Okay.
So, you up for it?
Heck yeah.
Okay, so we'll start with the first question. The first question is, can you name 3 Democrat presidents over the last 50 years?
Barack Obama.
Okay, Obama.
How many years?
You have to get just 3 presidents.
Okay.
That we don't care about how many terms. Just name 3 that were.
Well, no, he's not a Republican. I mean a Democrat.
Well, it's Democrat.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, come on now. The one that got there are so many infamous or famous, Democrat presidents. Like think of
George Bush.
No, he's a Republican.
Well, you did.
Clinton.
Okay. And like who was the last Barack Obama the last Democratic president?
No,
Oh, and Kamala.
she never got elected.
Wait a minute. You guys are making me look bad. You're not posting this anywhere, are you?
Well, we might.
No, don't.
We don't have that.
Have to cut that part out.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Well, there's got to be. Okay, because the Democrats honestly have been in power a lot more than the Republicans over the last our lifetime, I think, except for like back in the Reagan days.
Let's see. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just give me one more.
I'm trying to think who else is one. I
Oh
can't
my
think of
goodness.
one.
Who was president before our current president?
Oh yeah. Remember?
Oh,
like,
Biden.
Yeah.
Okay,
there you
so
go. Now that's
okay.
so is that your final answer?
Yeah.
What were the 3 that you picked?
I had Barack Obama.
Okay, that's right. Biden.
And Clinton.
Okay, well you successfully answered the first question. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this down here.
Isn't he a good
Okay.
And then in the course of the evening, before we leave, we'll get the other 4 questions in.
Okay,
we'll
we're gonna stop recording.
Okay, so the second question for $100 is, can you name 3 Republican presidents in the last 50 years?
Okay.
He's so dramatic.
George W. Bush,
Okay, there's 1.
Donald Trump,
There's 2.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan. All
As I
right.
said last time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I got those ones. There was
All
no
right.
problem with that one.
All right, so we got another $100 there.
Have you thought up another question yet?
I have. You wanna ask another? You want to do another question? Okay, so here's your 3rd question.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
even know what this is. Oh wait, yes I do.
Okay, so what group did Jerry Garcia play in?
The Grateful Dead.
Okay, you got that question.
I wonder that one. I wonder how I knew.
Yeah. Well, you lived in his house.
Yeah, I stayed in it.
Right.
Cool.
All right.
So what else do you think of?
Well, we got to jointly come up with something.
Well, you could say
We can ask that after we eat
What?
the
Oh.
third.
you could say what is a fruit that people commonly think is a vegetable.
That one's a trick question.
Why is it a trick
You
question?
talking about tomato?
That would be the most obvious one.
You think she'll get it?
Well, if not, we'll ask something else.
We gotta have something we're pretty sure she'll get, you know. The idea is to give her cash.
Yeah, I know.
It's on.
Okay, so I'm sure you're familiar with the James Bond series of movies, right?
Yes.
You know, James Bond was a British spy, and so what was his his number? What was he,
007.
all right, you got. Look at that. There we go. We got another one out here.
That was awesome.
I feel like we're at a casino or something.
He doesn't have to leave. This is your money. Are you ready for your final question?
Yes.
Question number 5. And we're gonna dive into the sciences. We're gonna dive into geometry. Okay? We gotta make the last one very hard. So
Not really.
so your final question for another $100 is, how many sides are on a triangle?
You're kidding, right? You know this.
3.
All right. All right, you win another.
I was gonna look at you and be like, oh, that was fun.
So here's the thing. You won that money, okay? That's yours. But if you want,
This is like
and it's
let's
your
make-
choice, you could give me that money back and you can take this envelope instead.
Oh man, you guys are killing me.
Be bold, be brave.
All right, hold on. Let me just think. Bye, guys. Bye. Because I'm such a gambler,
Okay?
I think I'm gonna go with that.
All right.
Choice. Well, it's yours.
And we'll take our check too.
Should I open it?
Yeah, you can.
Well, whenever you want.
He wrote your little note in there too.
A little consolation note.
No.
Oh, no. All right, I'm gonna open it.
What are you going to do? Open it now or later?
I think I'm gonna open it now.
Okay.
Guys, I'm getting hot.
Uh-oh. Another hot flash.
Her glasses almost match yours, but they're not black.
Yeah, exactly.
No wonder she liked yours.
Yeah.
Please. Guys, what is this?
It's a gift.
I love you.
I love you guys. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
Sad. I know.